In today's tutorial, we're going to be looking at chords. So a lot of the previous videos I've done have kind of focused on, melodies and solos, licks, things like that. But I realized I haven't really done a video on like kind of more focusing on chords. And I thought it would be cool to focus on 5 of my favorite chords that I find really unique. Now, I'm not gonna be like blowing people's minds, with these weird complex chords. That's not my style of playing, but I do enjoy these ones that I'm going to show you, and there's a reason why I like them, and there's a reason why they work, and they have made it in just about every song. Well, no, not every song, but they've made it in many songs for All Them Witches catalog. So real quick, I'm playing my Nags Cheyenne. It's a great guitar, and I'm in standard tuning, so E, A, D, G, B, E. Anyway, just to let you guys know, standard tuning today. Most of the times when I'm at home, I'm in standard tuning, because I like to play along with tracks and learn other people's solos, and probably 95% of the time it's standard tuning. So the first chord, let me see what I have pulled up here. The first chord we're going to look at, it's going to sound very, very familiar for you Allman Brothers fans out there. It is a A minor 9. So that's the first chord that you hear in memory of Elizabeth Reed by the Allman Brothers. A minor 9. So that's just A minor 9 going to A minor, then back to A minor 9 going to a B minor. So what is an A minor 9? So basically it's compiled of five individual notes. So you have the open A string, and then you have a C I play that C on the D string 10th fret with my pinky finger. And then I'm just going down the fretboard. It's a really satisfying chord to look at from both directions. And then ring finger is playing the E on the 7th fret, or no, on the 9th fret G string. And then a G with the middle finger on the 8th fret B string. And then a B on the high E string pointer finger on your 7th fret. So playing it down there. So here's a normal A minor. Here's an A minor 9. So this chord is awesome for, kind of like jams and stuff. Sorry, I'm just doing some screen movement. It's great for jams, if you're just jamming on like 2 chords. Like that's Grateful Dead right there. What makes it different than just a normal A minor? So basically, it's adding a mixolydian element. That G right here, that's going to be a flat 7, which mixolydian is flat 7. So take, for instance, here's your A, and then non-flat 7, just A major scale. Well, mixolydian, flat 7, flat 7. So that is that's what makes it an A minor 9 is that flat 7 right there, that G that you're playing. So the next chord is an A minor add 9. Before I explain this chord, I'm just gonna play it. So here's an A minor add 9. Sound familiar? That is one of my favorite chords ever. Incredible. So how is an A minor 9, the Allman Brothers-y one, different from an A minor add 9? So real quick, let's just look at this picture here. Let's look at these chords. So you have an open A, or these notes. You have an open A string. You're kind of muting the D string. You know, you're not playing it. And then you have a C. So C, E, and then B. What's missing? What's missing is the G, is the flat 7. So the only difference between an A minor 9, which has the flat 7, and an A minor add 9, the only difference is the add 9 does not have that flat 7. It doesn't have the minor 7th. Watch this. I'm going to play that A minor add 9, and I'm going to add in the flat 7 there, that G. Boom. Sounds just like the first chord I showed you. Add flat 7. So it's amazing, like one little detail added to a chord is going to completely change the name. Now, this A minor add 9 I absolutely love. You know, I use it in Everest. Although that's a D minor add 9, but A minor add 9, I wanted to feature it down here for you guys, just so you could see the difference between the two. So now, when we're looking at an A minor 9 and an A minor add 9, let's think about what makes it a 9 chord, or adding a 9. So let's think about it like this. Let's take the A major scale. So let's count those notes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. That note right there, that is a B. So let's think about the A minor 9. We're adding a B. So let's count that scale from here. 1, so here's your A major scale. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. There's the B, the 9th note in that scale. All right, now same thing with the A minor 9. It's that B right there. We're adding the B, that's the 9, and we're adding that flat 7, the G. So that makes it the A minor 9. And then A minor add 9, same 9 added, that B on that 7th fret high E pinky, and no flat 7. Now another cool thing with an A minor add 9 is you can really play it up and down the whole fretboard. And whatever the root is just going to be that minor add 9. So I love playing the A minor, or any minor add 9. You know, take for instance B minor add 9. You know, if I'm playing in a jam where, you know, it's minor kind of pentatonic stuff. You know, that A minor, or that minor add 9, just it's great to throw in between licks and stuff. And I also like to slide it up to go. Pretty cool. Jazzy. All right, next chord. Let's see what we got here written down. Okay, is it E minor 7? So I love the E minor 7. What does this sound like? Sounds like something familiar. The E minor 7 is a great chord to play in place of a normal E minor. Now, when you're doing an E minor 7, you're flatting the 7. So, for instance, you know, let's take a look at these notes in here. You have your E, and then you have a B, which is your 5. Then you have a D, which is going to be your flat 7, and then a minor third, a G. Okay, so E minor 7. So a E minor is just this. And then now let's flat that 7. So on this little graph, I have it to where you're not to be playing the high E string. That is because I like this chord when you don't play that high E. But now, you can also play it with that high E, just barring, you know, the bar is going to play that B on the high E string. And that makes it sound like Marriage of Coyote Woman. Same chord, E minor 7. Again, a great chord to use for pentatonic stuff. None of these chords are brain surgery. They're all very, very easy chords. But it's just little differences, little things of flair make a big difference whenever you're doing chords. I'm gonna throw in a little extra one for y'all. So I just did this. So if you take that E minor 7 and then you add your pinky on the C sharp, which is on the 9th fret, high E string, what is that chord? You know, that's like a quick little chord that I'm throwing in Marriage of Coyote Woman. I'm going. So that, believe it or not, is an E minor 13. Now, the best way to explain what a 13 chord is, I just try to dumb things down and keep things as simple as possible. So, we're adding this note, the C sharp. So let's think, why is it a 13? Well, I'm just going to run my E major scale and count the notes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Holy cow, look at that. The 13th note in the scale, boom, E minor 13. That makes sense to me. Pretty cool. All right, and the last chord I'm going to show you guys is going to be in drop D. So we're going to take that low E string, tune it down to D. Most of the time I'm in drop C, so D standard, take that low D, tune it down to a C. But since we're in standard E string tuning, we're just doing drop D. So make sure it sounds like that. All right, this last chord is a G suspended 2. It sounds like this. Sounds like castles made of sand. It also eerily sounds like something else. I'm just doing a suspended 2 chord up and down the fretboard, but primarily relying on the G suspended 2. Letting those the D, G, and the B strings ring out. So what is a suspended 2 chord? It's basically a chord where the major third is replaced with a major second. So let's take a look at our G major scale. Here we go. So here's your root, here's a G. So do, re, mi. This guy right here, this B, that's a major third. So just a normal G major has a major third. Now in a suspended 2, that major third is replaced with a major second. So let's find this major second. 1, 2. That's a second. But now we are going to be playing that second, which is actually, it's an A. So G, A, B, C, D, E, and so forth. That's your major second. But we're going to be playing it on the 5th fret on the high E string. So we're not playing that major third with it. See? Sounds like a completely different chord. We're going to be taking that down. So here's a G major. G suspended 2, no major third, and that major second replacing it is going to be played on the high E 5th fret. See, listen. 1, 2, 1, 2. And again, the reason why I'm showing it in drop is because of Saturnine and Iron Jaw. That's in drop. So this is actually going to be that's an A sharp suspended 2. And then it lands on our G suspended 2. But you can play a suspended 2 chord in just normal tuning. It doesn't have to be drop. See, watch. It's just a little bit more awkward. I hate the feeling of my pointer and my middle finger being on the same fret. I don't like it. This feels a lot better. Yeah. My hands don't work that way, I guess. Anyway, just some fun chords. A few that I really dig, and a great way to kind of incorporate theory into some of these different chords. And again, this is not hard stuff. It's going to be very easy for you guys to incorporate what I've showed you today into your playing or even your songs or jamming with people. Now you'll know a little bit more theory behind what makes these certain chord names the way that they are. I hope you guys enjoyed this. Thank you. Cheers.